The ranking of the biggest Chinese dramas from the first half of 2026 is finally here. To keep things fair, this list is based on average views per episode rather than overall views. Zhao Liying's latest drama only made it to the bottom of the top 10. Swords Into Plowshares landed at number 8. And as for Pursuit of Jade, did it take the top spot, or was there an even bigger hit waiting ahead? Let's count down the biggest Chinese dramas of the year so far. You might find a few hidden gems along the way. Top 10. The Dream Maker, starring Zhao Liying and Huang Xiaoming, averaged 15.18 million views per episode.
我们整个粤海镇政府里边，我最相信的就是你。行动很从容，
只要信念坚定，就能创造奇迹。
Seeing a Zhao Liying drama all the way down at number 10 is honestly a little surprising. The thing is, this show does a lot of things well. One smart change was made to the original story. Instead of focusing on a single protagonist, the drama splits the spotlight between Li Qiuping and Zheng Deqing. She's bold, ambitious, and always pushing forward. He's practical, cautious, and focused on getting things done. Watching those two clash, cooperate, and build a city together gives the story a lot more energy than you might expect. The scale is impressive too. Some of the city building scenes are huge. Thousands of extras were brought in to recreate the massive construction campaigns, and there are moments when the drama feels surprisingly cinematic. What I didn't expect was how funny parts of it would be. This isn't one of those serious historical dramas where everyone spends the entire time looking stressed. There are plenty of lighter moments mixed in. Whether it's Zheng Deqing filming hilariously awkward commercials or workers chasing down a boss who's trying to avoid paying them, the show knows when to loosen up and have some fun. If you're looking for romance, this probably isn't the drama for you. But if you enjoy stories about ordinary people trying to build something meaningful, The Dream Maker is definitely worth checking out. Top 9. The Devil Between Us, starring Ren Sushi and Wang Xiao, averaged 19.24 million views per episode.
不就跟老天一样的？你信吗？
This might be one of the most underrated crime dramas of the year. What makes it different is that nobody feels larger than life. Hu Wenjing is a great detective, but outside of work, she's just a normal person. She gossips with friends, helps them talk to guys they like, and deals with everyday problems like anyone else. Then there's Qing Ken. Wang Xiao plays him as a father who's slowly running out of options. His daughter is seriously ill, and what starts as a desperate search for a kidney donor eventually pulls him into much darker territory. Watching him struggle between doing what's right and doing whatever it takes to save his child is easily one of the strongest parts of the show. The crimes themselves feel unsettling because they don't seem far away. Drug dealers hide narcotics inside products that look completely ordinary. Dangerous people blend into everyday life. The more episodes you watch, the more you start feeling like the real threat isn't lurking in some dark alley. It's sitting right next to you. And that's really where the drama stands out. Nobody is purely good. Nobody is purely evil. Most characters are just people making bad decisions, chasing their desires, betraying each other, or trying to justify things they know are wrong. That gray area is what makes the whole story feel uncomfortably real. Top 8. Swords Into Plowshares, starring Bai Yu and Zhou Yutong, averaged 19.72 million views per episode.
亲王道之名，一国的强弱不止在兵强，更在人心。齐国。
If you're even a little interested in history, you'll probably notice right away how much effort went into this drama. What I liked most is that it isn't obsessed with who gets the throne. A lot of historical dramas revolve around power grabs, assassinations, and royal infighting. This one spends more time asking what good leadership actually looks like and what leaders owe the people they're supposed to protect. That's a big reason history fans ended up embracing it. The scale is impressive too. The production reportedly used around 8,000 costumes to recreate different cultures and communities from the period. And the opening episodes don't shy away from the darker parts of history. There are scenes of war, massacres, and human suffering that hit surprisingly hard. At times, it feels more like a historical epic than a TV drama. The story can get complicated. There are a lot of characters, factions, and moving pieces. The good news is that the director does a solid job of keeping everything clear. The story shifts between different perspectives, but I rarely felt lost. Even viewers who aren't history buffs should be able to follow along. Of course, being a serious historical drama comes with a limitation. It's never going to attract the same crowd as a hit romance or fantasy series. That's why these numbers are actually pretty impressive. For a history-focused drama, nearly 20 million views per episode is no small achievement. Top 7. Love Story in the 1970s, starring Chen Feiyu and Sun Qian, averaged 20.68 million views per episode.
咱们俩的日子越过越好。
我也觉得。
你说，如果你永远想不起来以前的事，那该怎么办？
我觉得我现在没什么不好。
This is one of those dramas that just leaves you feeling good. A lot of that comes from the atmosphere. The production team packed the show with period details, from worn ration coupons to old bicycles with chipped paint. Nothing feels flashy. It simply feels lived in, and somehow that makes the whole world more believable. The romance is surprisingly sweet too. Chen Feiyu's Fang Muyang and Sun Qian's Fei and I aren't the type of couple constantly making grand declarations of love. Most of their best moments are the small ones. A look, a gesture, a quiet act of support. It feels very much like the kind of love people imagine their parents or grandparents had. But the biggest surprise might be the supporting couple. The main story follows a fake marriage that slowly turns into real love. Ye Guoxiaoding and Wang Tianchen somehow stole a huge amount of attention. They weren't on screen that often, but every time they appeared, people had something to say about them. Maybe that's why this drama connected with so many viewers. Nothing huge happens. Nobody is saving the world. It's just a warm, slow-paced love story that makes ordinary life look kind of beautiful. Top 6. Veil of Shadows, starring Zhu Jingyi and Joseph Zhang, averaged 22.02 million views per episode.
星使用龙神之力逆转生死，有违天道，你也会灰飞烟灭的。我偏要
一朝梦醒，方见真实。纪灵，你不是纪灵。
A lot of people were convinced this drama was going to flop. Then it came out and somehow pulled in more than 22 million views per episode. To be fair, I don't think viewers showed up for the story. They showed up for this. The production team reportedly spent around 300 million yuan on the series and created over 1,200 handmade costumes. Every shot looks ridiculously polished. Some scenes honestly look closer to a fantasy game trailer than a TV drama. The action helps too. Whether it's sword fights, magical battles, or supernatural showdowns, the visual spectacle is hard to deny. Even when the plot slows down, there's usually something cool happening on screen. The mystery side of the story isn't bad either. Each case slowly feeds into a much larger conspiracy involving the 3 realms, and new twists show up pretty regularly. The problem is that the pacing can be sluggish at times. That's probably why opinions on the drama ended up being so divided. Some viewers got hooked by the mysteries. Others stayed for the visuals. And let's be real, a lot of people were probably there for Zhu Jingyi, Joseph Zhang, and one of the best-looking casts of the year. Top 5. How Dare You?, starring Wang Churen and Cheng Lei, averaged 21.15 million views per episode.
咱们现在最重要就是要苟到最后。
保住！这位祸国妖妃呀！哇，我有了妲己之相，荒废朝政，滥杀，还顶着个脑瘤等死，如此混乱，暴君罪该万死。
This drama is pure chaos, and that's exactly the fun of it. The whole story starts with a crazy premise. Both leads know they're living inside a novel. Instead of being controlled by the plot, they spend their time trying to outplay it. The funniest part is watching modern office worker logic get dropped straight into an ancient palace full of schemes, rivals, and backstabbing. It's also incredibly easy to binge. The story never gets bogged down, the comedy keeps coming, and you don't have to pause every 5 minutes to figure out what's going on. Sometimes you just want a drama that's fun, and this one absolutely delivers. Then there's Yuan. Wang Churen looks stunning in this role. Every time she appears on screen, it's hard to look anywhere else. I'm not exaggerating when I say she may have set a new standard for the seductive villainous archetype in costume dramas. The funny thing is, the show probably could have gone even higher. A lot of viewers already knew the major twists because the story had been adapted before. The anime version and short drama version spoiled some of the surprises. Without that, breaking the 30 million mark per episode wouldn't have felt impossible at all. Top 4. Unveil, Jadewind, starring by Liu and Wang Xingyue, averaging 24.40 million views per episode.
管他什么生死代价，此生若为妓，换他血债血仇。如果连我都不查下去，还能有谁为他们讨公道？
那我便陪你查下去。
A lot of people assumed this drama became a hit simply because of Bai Lu's popularity. But honestly, the show's success has far more to do with its own strengths than star power alone. The first major highlight is its story structure. The The drama uses a series of standalone cases to gradually uncover a much larger conspiracy, creating a strong mystery-driven narrative. Each investigation is carefully constructed and surprises that kept suspense fans hooked from beginning to end. The second strength is by Lu's character, Li Pei. As an official of the Inner Palace Bureau, she's the driving force behind most of the investigations and constantly takes the lead in solving cases. Viewers especially connected with her determination to fight injustice by using the system's own rules against those who abuse them. The third reason for the drama's popularity extends beyond the episodes themselves. Social media became flooded with fan theories, clue breakdowns, hidden detail analyses, and discussions about potential foreshadowing. These conversations helped viewers piece together the increasingly complex mystery and kept interest in the show alive long after each episode aired. If there's one disappointment, it's the finale. Many viewers felt the final investigation moved a little too quickly, and the reveal of the culprit came across as somewhat rushed. Still, that's hardly enough to overshadow everything the drama accomplished. Top 3, Born with Luck, starring Wang Xiao and Tian Shiwei, averaging an impressive 27.84 million views per episode.
他们不是想玩吗？为他们玩条大的，能多大呢？
到一下子那个秦始皇陵了。
原来一切尽在掌握。
This might be the funniest crime mystery I've watched in a long time. The first reason it became such a hit is its wildly unconventional approach to crime solving. The police seem to crack cases through a combination of luck, while many of the criminals are so incompetent that they end up creating problems for themselves. The second strength is its black comedy. The series knows exactly when to lean into absurdity and when to pull back, creating a rhythm that keeps viewers laughing without becoming exhausting. The third highlight is the cast. Wang Zhao's Zhang Liying is eccentric and endlessly entertaining, while Tian Shiwei's Li Qian provides the perfect balance with her calm intelligence and understated charm. Then there's Wang Chuanjun, whose performance as the main villain adds an entirely different layer to the show. When his emotions finally explode, the intensity is genuinely captivating. The supporting cast deserves plenty of credit as well, especially the hilariously incompetent criminals who became responsible for many of the drama's most memorable scenes and viral moments. If there's one thing this series proves, it's that a mystery drama doesn't have to be grim and serious to be entertaining. And if you haven't had a good laugh in a while, Born with Luck might be exactly what you need. Top 2, The Epic of Miyu, starring Wallace Chung and Zhu Zhu, averaging an incredible 32.78 million views per episode.
总有一天会站到高处去，睥睨他们曾经征服过的深渊。
回到10年前那个改变我人生的节点，谈怎么离婚吗？
This drama's success was honestly one of the biggest surprises of the year. When it was first announced, plenty of viewers dismissed it as just another middle-aged romance. Some even said they had no interest in watching it. But once the series premiered, it quickly became one of the most talked about shows online. The first reason is its explosive opening. The drama wastes no time pulling viewers into the story. Within the first few episodes, audiences are thrown into a whirlwind of marital betrayal, divorce, financial manipulation, and personal downfall. Just when the heroine thinks her life couldn't get any worse, she loses both her marriage and financial security, forcing her to start over from scratch as a hotel housekeeper. The relentless string of setbacks immediately hooked viewers and kept them coming back for more. The second major strength is the chemistry between the leads. Wallace Chung's Ji Feng isn't the typical over-the-top CEO often seen in romance dramas. When dealing with difficult situations, he prioritizes solving problems rather than playing the role of a fairy tale savior. Even after developing feelings for the heroine, he maintains clear professional boundaries, which makes the relationship feel far more realistic and believable. The third highlight is the drama's behind-the-scenes look at the hospitality industry. Beyond the romance, the story explores the realities of hotel operations, from investigations into missing supplies and internal workplace conflicts to power struggles among management. These workplace storylines add depth to the drama and help it stand out from more conventional romance series. So, what do you think? Do you agree that The Epic of Miyu was the biggest urban drama hit of the first half of 2026? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Top 1, Pursuit of Jade, starring Zhao Liying and Tian Shiwei, averaging a staggering 80.68 million views per episode.
侯爷，莫非是想将这乱局搅得更乱些？
我会一直追查下去，直到找到真相。
This wasn't just the biggest drama of the first half of 2026. It completely dominated the competition. So, what made it such a phenomenon? The first reason is its pacing. The drama wastes absolutely no time pulling viewers into the story. From a dramatic rescue in the middle of a snowstorm to a contract marriage that changes everything, the opening episodes immediately grab your attention. The series then skillfully combines political intrigue, revenge, character growth, and a slow burn romance, creating the kind of story that's almost impossible to stop watching once you've started. The second major strength is the cast. Tian Shiwei's Fan Changyu feels refreshingly authentic. Rather than portraying another glamorous noblewoman, she plays a hardworking butcher whose straightforward personality and grounded outlook make her stand out from typical historical drama heroines. Meanwhile, Zhang Lingyi's Xiezheng appears to be little more than a live-in husband on the surface, but beneath that humble exterior lies a patient strategist who is constantly thinking several moves ahead. Their chemistry became one of the drama's biggest talking points. The third highlight is the supporting cast. Unlike many dramas that focus almost exclusively on the leads, Pursuit of Jade gives nearly every major supporting character a meaningful story arc and memorable moments to shine. It wasn't just a hit. It became the defining Chinese drama phenomenon of the first half of 2026. Alright, that's our top 10 hottest Chinese dramas of the first half of 2026. What's the one genre you think Chinese dramas should make more of? Let me know in the comments below.